So, I'm new to sound design. I'm not good at it. I found it was really important to have some sort of inspiration for sound design, or inspiration for the sounds that I'm making, because otherwise, I don't really know what I need to put together. So, I kind of see there are two ways to do this. One of my biggest inspirations or references that I'm using is the sound effects used in Trove. For some reason, they have this style that I just think is really excellent. They take sounds and then they sort of add this crunchy element of like retro goodness to it that just resonates with me very well. So I actually go back, I even go back to Trove just to hear the sounds. Like, it's just something that I like a lot about this game. I don't know. So that's one reference for my sounds. But the second resource where you can get sounds from, if you don't have a video game reference, is the real world. The sound that we're about to make is going to be something that I make from just doing stuff in my backyard. I don't really know, I haven't done it yet. But I'm going to demonstrate how you can use the real world to just create pretty much whatever you want. Okay, so here we are in the great wilderness. My dad told me that he left his tools at work, so instead of a hammer, we have a large metal screw that we're going to be used to beat stuff with. Snakes, are there any here? So the sound we're making is pretty simple. We need about 4 sounds. We need some pickaxe hitting dirt and stone. So basically a soft material and then a hard material. And then we need a pickaxe breaking dirt or stone. So if you remember what I said about getting a real world reference, then you might be able to figure out what I'm going to do to get that reference. Since we're hitting something in the game, let's hit something in real life. All right, so this is a pretty hard surface. So what if I hit this with my tool and we'll see what sound it makes. Trying to figure out if this is, how should I hit this? I'm just gonna hit it. It's not super loud. That's one concern that I have. This one's kind of slappy. It doesn't really sound like I'm hitting a stone. I feel like a stone would sound a little bit more metallic. Yeah, like that. This might be a good stone hit right here. And now, a dirt hit. Probably just dirt. It's very packed. I feel like it should sound a little bit more smooth. I don't know. This one might not be as easy to find. Oh, this is a good. Yeah, that'd be a good one. That'd be good. I found that experimenting with as many random sounds as possible is usually a good idea. You want to collect like a library of sounds anyway, so I'll probably save all of these for later use since they're just useful. Now, if you're curious about how I'm going to make the actual break sound effect whenever the stone breaks, well, I'm trying to figure that out right now. One thought I had was just maybe dropping a handful of items and just having them make some noises. Let's find out. Oh, dogs, okay. It's gonna have to be punchier than this. Maybe I'll have to combine some sounds. This would be a good fall off noise though, just like. And the stones are probably gonna be a little bit different. Maybe I'll just get a handful of pebbles and just crinkle them together in my hands or something. Something like, no, we're gonna need a lot more than that. Maybe in a container would be better. Something like a Tupperware, I don't know. Let's try this. Yeah, that'd be really good actually. Okay, I like that a lot. Now before we start, we're using Audacity, and there's one really important thing I want to point out about Audacity and recording sounds with an iPhone. The iPhone's file format, I don't know why, I don't know if you can change this, but by default it's M4A, and by default Audacity cannot run that file, at least my version of Audacity. I'm not super up to date on it, but the last time I tried to import one of these files, it pretty much wouldn't work, so I had to download something. Just a heads up. So here, for first thing we have in here is dirthit.m4a. A lot of these are pretty good. very metallic sounding, you know, it's just kind of a hitting a dirt, you know? So, there's not a lot I actually want to change about this automatically, except for the fact that there's a lot of noise. So, remove noise in Audacity, you just go to noise reduction, then you have to teach the program what noise sounds like. So you just select an area of noise, you click get noise profile, alright, and that's all we need to do so far. Now we're going to select the whole thing, and with our noise profile we can remove noise. So we go back to noise reduction in step 2, so that's where we're on right now. First let's listen to it. As you can, it's very noticeable, as you can tell there's literally way less noise. I don't know if these are the perfect settings, but because it works for us, I'm going to increase the sensitivity just a little bit, actually. Okay, yeah, and then we're just gonna do that. Now we have isolated our hits noises. And I can't really tell which ones are good because they're all pretty good. So at this point, it doesn't really matter. We're gonna delete the top 2 because I randomly decided that. And here are our 4 sounds. So in Audacity, we have this really cool thing where we can just export them as we select them. So we're just going to export selected audio. And in GameMaker Studio, we're using OGG files. So this is Dirt Hit 1. Okay? Actually, let me make sure. What are these reaching? Yeah, that's about right. This is about where I aim, around the 6. A lot of what I'm talking about is gone over further in Jonas Tyroller's video. I'll link it in the description. He does a very good job at explaining the basics of sound design, and I really appreciate that video because it's helped me a lot. Okay, so here we have all of our dirt hits. Now instead of going and making the other hits, I'm just gonna import these directly into GameMaker. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I think I can just drag them now. I think I can just come over here and grab these. So just grab all of them. And we'll just put them in here. Sound. Yes. Okay, so here are all of our dirt hits. Now, even if you're using Unity, I don't actually know what Unity or just another game engine in general, I don't actually know what their sound settings look like, but this should be applicable to, I think, most game engines. So, as you can see here, we have a lot of information, attributes, target options. I think the target options are what we're going to be focusing on for a universal take. If you want to find what to set the target options to, you can just grab your file in the File Explorer and go to Properties, and then go to Details. And inside Details, it'll give you your bitrate. So this is 768. Since we can't reach 768 in GameMaker, I'm just going to pick 512. Okay? And then Channels is a mono. And Audio Sample Rate. So this one is shockingly a 4800. And I believe the rest of these are going to be the exact same. Here we have all of our dirts. Now I'm going to go ahead and implement these. I failed. I made a mistake. Let me open all these back. In a good Ada Pi, I compress all of my sounds. Alright, and here's the finished product. Very nice. Okay, very good. I think that's... I think that's the end of our little adventure.